Hi, welcome back to the another video. And this video is about prompt template. And my name is Ahmad. So let's start. So let's take a look what exactly the prompt itself is. So the prompt is the instruction or the question we pass to the language model, like the chat GPT, and it responds to that question and the query or question or whatever it is. So let's say you are asking the chat prompt, what is the capital of Paris? Sorry, what is the capital of France? So in that case, this is exactly our prompt is. Okay, so that is the prompt, and there are the type of prompt can be question based, it could be instruction based, like write a poem about the ocean. It could be a completion based. I'm not going to go into the details of the prompt type of prompt. There is a whole different it's a whole different subject, and I'm going to create a separate video series for that, and that is called prompt engineering. We will see that separately, but let's focus on the topic of this video, which is prompt template. So you know what the prompt is? The template, like any other template, is just a template for the prompt. Like you have the CV template, similar to that is the template for the prompt, which means that it's a defined structure where you're gonna put some input, fill in some blanks, and you're gonna have your prompt. That's it. That the what the prompt template is. So I'm gonna show you an example. So here, this is my prompt template is. Describe an animal. It lives in a place and eat food. These three, animal, place, and food, the one inside the curly brackets, they are input fields, they are the variable fields, and the rest is the template. So every time you want to use this prompt template, you will pass these as an input to it, and it will generate this sort of prompt for you. The whole purpose of using a prompt template is to for reusability, so you can create a prompt once and reuse it multiple times. So that's about the theory part. Let's focus on the coding part. So this is my code, and I created a new file called prompt template basic, and I did a couple of changes in the project. I renamed the project. So what you have to do in this course, in this for this video, you have to get this particular the latest version of the course. The old one is not gonna work, and I also updated the some dependencies. I updated the dependency versions here. So you need to take the latest version, and then you have to run this command, uh, poetry install, that you have to run. Yeah, it should be somewhere here. And then you have to come back, you need to come back again to the poetry shell. So I'm going to explain this code to you, what exactly I have written. I have imported these two files here. I generated a template. I saved a template in a, I said this is my template. I said describe animal. And then I push it to this class method child prompt template, and it returned me an object of child prompt template. So every time I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna pass this variable like this to this prompt template, and this will generate a prompt for me. So I'm gonna run this code and show you how does my output looks. How does my final prompt look like? So this is how my final prompt look like. And if you can see, it is returning me the messages object, which have the human message, not the AI message, not the system message. It have the human message. So take care of all that behind the scene. So that's a very basic example. I'm gonna show you one another example with a multiple messages. So just stay with me for a minute, and I'm gonna show you this other example. Actually, let's go to the other example. So let's say I have this one here. What I'm gonna do here is that I'm gonna copy this one, and yeah, what should I do? Yeah, actually, I'm gonna comment this one out, and the next thing I'm gonna do is that I am gonna define a messages array here, and I am gonna do something like this, and I am then gonna pass it to multiple messages. The first one is gonna be from the system, and this one is going to be about here I am passing this subject as a uh, as a input variable and say right answers. Okay, so similar to this, I'm gonna create another message that would be actually I will just use my previous message that is like a human, and I'm gonna pass this string here. Okay, so let's see how does that go. So yeah, it looks all right. So I'm gonna remove this one here, and I'm gonna change this to instead of from template, I'm gonna say from messages, and I'm gonna pass this messages object here, and here I'm gonna pass another variable called subject. Let's say animals, and run this. Yeah, let's run it. Tuple object is callable. I got the answer. I think I messed up something right here. Yeah, I need to put this one here. Yeah, I think that's the one thing I messed up. So let's run it again. Yeah, and this one should be system. Let's run it again. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, you can see. This is my system message, which is you are expert of animals, you will write answers. And the second is describe a line. It lives in Bengal and eat meat. So that's how it should work. And by the way, you can also pass the you can also pass the you can also pass if actually if you want to pass like we have seen in this example, and actually not this one where we use the human message and AI messages. So if you want to use something like that, like you want to define a message like this, it's not gonna work with the if you have a you can define it, but if you are using some sort of the you're passing some input variable, it's not gonna work. So if you are passing the input variables for that message, you must use it like this. And that's it for this video. Thank you. In the next video, I'm gonna show you an end-to-end example how I'm gonna pass this prompt to the chat GPT model chat module and how I'm going to print the response. So stay with me. And that's it for this video. Thank you.